Welcome back everybody, Kai Swans here, playing Football Manager 2017 with Swansea City, and since last episode, a disappointing 3-2 loss against Dortmund, but a very successful 3-1 demolishing of Paris Saint-Germain. We've been on amazing form. The only game we've drawn was against Everton actually, that was a first v second clash in the table, so that was of all the games, the one I was most hopeful of winning, so that we could really put some distance between us and second, but unfortunately Everton managed to hold up against us in Liberty Stadium, which was I was a bit peeved about that result, but we had some amazing wins all along the way. A 3-2 away win against Manchester United. Unfortunately Dyer got injured for like 3 weeks or something from that with a twisted ankle. I don't remember exactly, but yeah, Dyer got 2 goals and he got injured. But Boston scored a penalty, not bad. They had a sort of a late-ish resurgence, but overall the game was fairly comfortable for us. Despite fielding a fairly weakened side, actually we still were fairly confident winners. Then 2-1 against Tottenham. There was an international break between and they came back, and some of the players were a bit tired, but mostly I could field the full side, and we demolished Tottenham, to be honest. Unfortunately our attacking options just didn't click, but they didn't have a say in the game. We were completely dominant. Then, talk about demolition, we scored too early, so it looks far less convincing than it was, but we were 2-0 up and cruising for the entire game. Would have liked to have scored a few more, but that's football. Yeah, it was a really good game, and that was despite feeling a fairly weakened side. Then we proceeded with our strongest side against Everton, and we could not break them down. It was a very even game actually, neither side really tearing the other apart, and yeah, bit unfortunate that I would have liked to have put a gap between us, but what's a draw? We still got a point, at least they didn't win. And then we beat Newcastle 4-2 in the EFL Cup, hammered them basically. I scored a few goals for me recently, and Berahino's been in decent form. And then most recently we beat Sunderland 2-1, Llorente scoring 2 goals. He's, unfortunately for us, Boya Baston, where is his name? He has declined, and he's just not looking like a reasonable player this season. If we have a quick look at his reports, stats, actually let's look at his form. He's just, okay, he scored what, 2 goals? 3 goals, and that was a friendly. So 2 goals in the actual season. He's not liking this false 9 role this season, he's really not. He isn't getting much chances, but when he gets the chances he isn't taking them, unfortunately. So it's hard for me to continue picking him when Llorente's in far better form and then Berahino's just insane. So at the end of the season I might be looking to sell both of them, but I don't know yet. Obviously today we're playing Ajax, and our Champions League group is looking fairly comfortable. If we win this, we're fairly confident of going through, provided if we get another point, we're basically through. I doubt we can get above Dortmund because they're probably going to draw or beat us in the next game, so it's not goal difference, it's like results against each other. But hopefully if we beat Ajax, we can hopefully get some sort of point against Paris Saint-Germain, and we're through, which is really the main aim of the group. So the team for this game is a very strong one, because it's such an important game. Fabianski, Norton, Keane, Mawson because here Lopez is injured for, 2 weeks, and Jordi Amat's just come back from injury, so that's why he's on the bench, so Mawson gets that starting spot. I was looking at it, oh bugger, that's not what I meant to do. What if I switch them around? No, I'll put Keane as the playmaker. Taylor on the left. Romero, because Cork's suspended, due to the yellow cards from last game. Then Tielemans, Sigurdsson, El Ghazi, Keita and Berahino. Keita's lost some of the form he had at the start of the season, but he's still so fast and skillful. Hopefully he can have an impact on the game. Fairly strong bench. Llorente and Boya Baston, just due to the lack of fit and registered players that we have. Both of them will be on the bench. And if we look like we're cruising, I might put Boya Baston on in the hope he can regain some of his form that he's lost. And Christopher Ayers looking really good this season, well rounded at only 19. I've got high hopes for him, so yeah, hopefully we can beat Ajax and cement a group stage spot. All of my previous maths was done off the assumption Dortmund would beat Paris Saint-Germain, so I've just realised if Paris Saint-Germain win and we don't beat Ajax, we'll all be on 6 points, so anything could really happen in this game. So yeah, Michael Keane is a good captain. Whatever, yeah. So a very strong opposition. Ziyech, I've had him before at Swansea saves and he's amazing, although he looks a bit nerfed in this version of the game. These two amazing youngster midfielders. Federico Fernandez, obviously our player that I accidentally, stupidly let go on loan to Champions League opposition. bit of a mistake on my part. Oh, I should have done a proper team talk. But yeah, now that we've had the patch, my 2D was working great, which I'm really enjoying. Oh, Norton already doing a foul. That's a great start. First highlight, Berahino crosses it in. Mawson, double save by the keeper. We really should have put one of them in. And Paris Saint-Germain have just gone 1-0 up against Dortmund. Neil Taylor with thrown on left. Sigurdsson is cleared by Veltman. Only as far as Romero. Lucas Romero to Tielemans. Pass it straight away to El Ghazi. Back to Tielemans on the edge of the box now. Can you get a good ball in? Nathan tackles to Ziyech, and now Ajax have a chance to build from the back. Ziyech, they nice little triangles they've got working in the back, then hoofs it forward, but they don't have a centre forward in position at the moment, so we have a ball back. Sigurdsson, lovely one-touch passing. Keita can't quite get on the through ball, but their clearance is again picked out. El Ghazi picks out Berahino, and it's a beautiful goal. Here it is in 3D. Romero passes it forward to Tielemans. Lovely one-touch football. El Ghazi two-touch into Berahino. Passes it, slots it into the nearest corner. 1-0 lead. Half time's been and gone. We're in the second half. Deep into it. Sigurdsson an edge of the box. Beautiful ball in. Keita can't get that goal to revive his form, and El Ghazi can't head it in either. I really need Keita to rediscover his form. Hopefully he can get a chance here. I'm keeping him on the pitch as long as possible just so that he can get a goal or something. El Ghazi whips it into Keita, headers it to Sigurdsson. He would have got an assist then, that would have been good, but unfortunately Sigurdsson missed, and instead the rebound goes to El Ghazi, who scores, and we get an assist. Scored against Ajax, where obviously we sign it from El Ghazi. Beautiful cross in. If only Sigurdsson had scored that one, Keita would get an assist, his form would be back up, but El Ghazi gets the rebound. 2-0. Oh, Ajax have a chance here. It's a goal. Yep, I was not paying attention. They've scored 2-1. It's going to make it a bit of a nervy end to the game here. Van Boykel twists past this man. Casimiro even passes it to Bazor. Taylor into tackles, but it's not well cleared, and Koopman gets the goal. That's not good. I've given up on Keita, and there's a complete change down this left flank. Neil Taylor and Keita coming off for Kingsley and Montero. Oh no, they've got a chance. Keane gets the ball out, hoofs it forward to Montero, can use his fresh pace just on the pitch to score. Montero's through. He's put it wide. What a moron. Well, the good news, we appear to have held on for a win. Fernandes does a crucial tackle against Berahino. Bit awkward, that one. But yeah, crucial win, 2-1. Now let's go see what the other game was like. Yeah, thanks for looking delighted. Dortmund and Paris Saint-Germain drew, which means they're actually 5 points behind us, so a draw isn't actually good enough, unless it's against Paris Saint-Germain. If we draw against Paris Saint-Germain, we're through. So I will show you the PSG game, I reckon. Let's have a look. What's the schedule like? Yeah, I'll show you the PSG game. We might actually be through before then, and if so, I'll show you one of the quarter-final, I guess. If we're not through, I'll show you the quarter-final. If we're not through, I'll show you the PSG game if we are Arsenal. So yeah, see you in a second. Let's find out which game I've got to play. Since the first half of the episode, we've actually had our worst run of form since the start of the first season, basically. It's been tough, a big struggle, including one game we threw away right at the end thanks to a red card to Aya. Yeah, that was a bit disappointing. Although Gylfi we were 2-2, and then Gylfi got a goal, and I thought, yeah, it's over, but we were 10 men, we lost the plot, we lost it. That was disappointing to say the least. And then included an injury to Berahino. I'm going to find the game now here. 5 months he's out for, I think. 4 to 5 months, broken leg. Yeah, his pace gone down from 16 already. That acceleration even, that's just devastating. He was going to be so good, and I feel like this injury is probably going to just ruin him altogether. I feel like he won't be able to recover from it. But on to the games that we did play. We played Bournemouth 3-2. Decent win, Boya Baston, Nathan Dyer and a Benby own goal. Relatively close game, but we did edge it. And then against Chelsea, we lost. This is a game Berahino got that shocking injury, and yeah, I was more thrown at the fact that Berahino came off with a broken leg. Then we got smashed by Dortmund. Aubameyang getting all 4 goals for them. We got a late consolation goal, but it was worthless. Yep, that was embarrassing to say the least, and we played a basically full strength side. We just couldn't do anything. Then we threw away a game against Southampton. It's quite funny, Christopher Ayer got actually player of the month, young player of the month for that month, despite basically losing as a game, but he had played really well that month. And then the quarter-final against Arsenal, we lost 1-0 in the first 40 seconds. Iwobi scored a goal, so Yep, that wasn't a very good game, and we just couldn't get back in it. Arsenal were too strong, and then we came back and beat Leicester 3-0 with a very rotated side. Keita getting another goal. His form's like raised again, which is good, and he's on the bench for today's game against Paris Saint-Germain, which we'll look at the team for now. Fabianski, Norton, Keane, Lopez, Taylor, fairly settled. Lopez back from injury. Cork, Tielemans, Sigurdsson, again Cork back from suspension. El Ghazi, Montero ahead of Keita, just because Keita's in poor form, raising a bit, but he can come off the bench and hopefully have an impact. And Llorente up front, both of them not very good. It was funny about, well, not funny, I just promised him more first team football, and then he had a huge injury, so yeah, his career at the club may well end at the end of this season. I might well end up selling all three of my strikers and doing a complete revamp. Another player, Leroy Fer had a 6-month injury at the start of the season. I don't know if you noticed first half of this episode he was injured as well. I forgot to mention. Bit disappointed because I really wanted to sell him to get him off the wage bill, 40k, because at the moment we're going to fail financial fair play just due to wage rises, and it's just due to certain players, Rangel, Bartley, Routledge, Britton and Frey. If we'd have sold all but one of them, we'd be fine right now, or all but two. Like if we'd sold 3 or 4 of them, we'd be fine. Unfortunately, couldn't sell any of them. Tried my best to loan them, tried to sell them for free, tried to loan them at just half wages, could not get them out of the club, which is really unfortunate, because yeah, I was hoping to get something out of them, get them off the wage bill so that we wouldn't fail financial fair play. I hope the sanctions aren't too harsh against us, but we're into the game now. Verratti and Matuidi is a far more solid midfield duo than last time, where Di Maria's on the wing now, which is scary because Di Maria and Coutinho are amazing players. Cavani up front, Ben Arthur not the hardest working, so hopefully will be able to dominate midfield because he won't track back quite as much. Contrario, Marquinhos and Sacco, very strong backline. Let's have a quick look at Ben Arthur's work rate, 7 and 60. Hopefully his lack of tracking back and lack of physical effort, although saying that Matuidi and Verratti are just absolute tanks in the midfield, and they could probably dominate the game by themselves if they wanted to. Oh, I meant to do a proper team talk, I keep forgetting. Sigurdsson, Cork, yeah, we've got the opening highlight goal. Nothing ever happens from these, so see you in a second. 23 minutes in, this is the first highlight of the game coming to us. Taylor gets a beautiful ball in. Unfortunately, El Ghazi can't header it in, but we have the ball still at the edge of the box. Taylor with another ball. Sirigu clears again, and Norton gets the rebound at the edge of their half now. Oh, they've got a chance to counter. Cavani to Ben Arthur. Ben Arthur, whilst not the best at tracking back, is good at attacking. Matuidi, Ben Arthur shoots. Oh, beautiful save by Fabianski, and it's gone out for a throw-in, cleared by Neil Taylor. We have a chance here. El Ghazi out to Montero, can use his pace and subtle crosses across. El Ghazi over the keeper. Beautiful header shot, we'll find out in a second. Nice goal. Here we see Montero burst past his man, get a beautiful lofted ball into the box. El Ghazi's free to header it over the keeper. Keeper tries, Sirigu tries to jump and catch it, but he can't. El Ghazi with a goal, 1-0 lead. By the way, I didn't quite emphasise the importance of this match, so I'm actually going to put the league table up because we kind of need it here. Where is it? League table. Let's put it on this side here between the two teams, because if we win, we're through. If we lose by more than 1 goal, I don't know how it'll do it in terms of goal difference and stuff, but if we lose by more than 1 goal, Paris Saint-Germain will actually knock us out and we'll be in the Europa League, which isn't the best, but fortunately, if we draw, we're also through, so we're fairly safe. Oh, Sigurdsson, Montero, can we get a second goal in this second half? El Ghazi, beautiful. Montero and Ghazi are really working well together on these flanks now. Montero getting 2 assists, Ghazi getting 2 goals, beautiful. We see him 3D here. Sigurdsson headers out to Montero, turns his man, has space, crosses it low across the box, leaves it left by Llorente, and El Ghazi at the back post knocks it in. I've made all 3 changes now. I've taken off Cork and Norton because they're on yellow cards. I don't really want to risk getting a red card and losing this, and put on Romero and Aaron Lewis, who's back from his long injury. Hopefully he'll recover from that, but we'll have to try him out a bit and see. And then Llorente's off, and Keita's actually been put up front. I'm going to try it for a bit. He's not the best false 9, but he's not the worst either, so I'm hoping he can do something up there. Montero into Keita. Keita's got so much pace to burn. Oh, but his long shots are not the best apparently. Both my centre-backs are on yellow cards at the moment, which is a bit worrying. Keita's bursting through here. Shot is on target this time. I'm actually going to here get stuck in, get rid of that. Ooh, and wait, cancel changes, instructions, be more expressive. Okay, there you go. Hopefully, oh well, there's only 1 minute left. We've basically won the game now. Sigurdsson gets a ball across, Taylor into Montero, shoots, Sirigu saves, but there's only 20 seconds left for them to score 2 goals. So we're through. Dortmund ahead of us, obviously. They were far superior to us, beating us over both games, 7-3 on aggregate. Yeah, when we played against the absolute best, it was hard. Fortunately for us, PSG aren't actually that good in the game. They're pretty good, but they're not as amazing as Dortmund. Yeah, well done. I agree, and yeah, we're through into Champions League next round. Unfortunately, we're second place in the group, so I'll quickly flick through who's first place. When is the Champions League draw anyway? It's there. Actually, I'll show that live, and we can see that in a second. We're back for the Champions League draw quickly before I get into it. We had one game, we beat West Ham 2-1. Unfortunately, Nathan Dyer's out for 4 months. 4 to 5 months. Yep, he's gone already. His pace and acceleration's out the window. He's now useless to me. Absolutely useless. Gone. Yep, so that's possibly Berahino, definitely Nathan Dyer, and Leroy Fair, all useless to me now, thanks to long-term injuries. Keane's out for a month, yeah, still a bit of less than a month now, but yeah, sorry, I was testing stuff. We've got, yeah, injuries galore, and yeah, we beat West Ham 2-1 thanks to a really late goal by Keita. It was really good of him to score so late, and luckily his form's picking up a bit, which is really helping us out. But yeah, we got the Champions League draw. Let's get into it quickly. The first knockout round. Here we go, view draw. The teams that we could face is Atletico Madrid, Dortmund. I don't think we can play English sides. Bayern, Moscow, Juventus, or Real Madrid. Well, there's one clear choice I want. We can't get Dortmund, Chelsea, or Man U. I want Moscow. If we can get Moscow, that's so good. Barcelona could pick someone, or Tottenham. There's some tough in our side, but yeah, we really want. Oh, Tottenham for Juventus, that's a good game. But Moscow, we really want Porto, so we can't be drawn here. Oh, Porto got Moscow, so we're now going to get Real Madrid, Bayern, or Atletico Madrid. But whatever happens now, we're basically screwed. Now, okay, so Bayern Munich, Atletico Madrid, or Real Madrid. Yeah, well, like in a Nuremberg save, we're probably going to get Real Madrid. Yep, we did. Well, that's us out the Champions League. Didn't last long, but yeah, our finances are terrible. I've signed a new long-term contract where they increase my wage bill, but we're going to fail financial fair play, mainly due to the fact I couldn't sell most of my players, which I did try my best to, but I just couldn't, as I went through earlier. But that's it for this episode. Next episode will be... No, that's too far into the future. What's at the end of January? Stoke, Middlesbrough, Manchester United. Maybe. I'm sort of debating what to do. I'm looking at that Man U and first knockout. Those two might be the next episode where I'll also do a run through of the January transfer window where probably nothing will happen, certainly not in terms of signings. I'll try and sell some players though. But yeah, thank you for watching. I will show you the Premier League table as I haven't started the episode. We're miles ahead, although our recent form has cut down the gap to just 6 points, so 2 games ahead basically. Everton have dropped off a bit since they drew against us, which helps us because it means like the closest competitors are going, but we've had shoddy form recently, 3 draws. Oh, we still haven't lost in the league, which I guess is good. Can go for that unbeaten Premier League season. But yeah, we're not doing perfectly, but not doing badly. Unfortunately, 3 major injuries. Actually, let's have a quick look at the injury table in the Prem. Stats, injury table. We've got some 3 long-term injuries, 2 of which to fairly key players, so that's not very fortunate. But yeah, see you against Manchester United and with some transfers, hopefully out to cut down our wage bill. Thank you for watching. I did hope you enjoyed us progressing for the Champions League, unfortunately in second place and getting a tough tie against Real Madrid in the first knockout round. Goodbye.